Hello, today I'm gonna talk about the interval. What is interval? Interval is a distance between two notes, like this one to this one, or this one to this one. So the distance between two notes. To understand the intervals, I would like to show this scale, which is a C major scale. Sounds like this. So starting from C, and just basically you can play on piano, you can play all the white keys, and then you get the C major scale. We can find the intervals in that scale. So I'm talking about the distance. So let's see, from C to D, C to D, we call it the whole step. That's the whole step is a term used as an interval, and D to E is also whole step, and E to F is called half step. So why? Because C to D is whole step. If you see C and D on the keyboard, piano keyboard, you see that you skip one black key in the middle. This one. It's called C sharp or D flat. So you skip one key, so you just go to C to D, the next white key. So that distance is called whole step. So two keys on the piano. So D to E is the same thing, whole step. E to F, there is no black key inserted in between E and F. So it is semitone. Semitone means half of the whole step. So it's semitone. And then F to G, again, there's a black key in the middle, so it's whole step. G to A, whole step. A to B, whole step. And B to C, again, from this one to the next C up there, there's no black key inserted, so it's semitone. So you can see that the major scale has this whole step and half step mixed together. So those are very easy intervals. And what about C to E? C to E. Then, okay, you can say it's two whole steps. It is true, it's two whole steps. But there's another term which is called, this is called major third. And C to F is called perfect fourth. So, okay, now we see the number and in the interval. By the way, the C to D, this distance, is also called major second. So you can say whole step or whole tone or major second. So it is second. So yeah, you can say in the numbers. So how does the number work? You can see those numbers on top of each note, which is called scale degree. So if you have a scale like this, scale degree is putting number on each note. So there's 1 at C, and 2 at D, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the octave C is gonna be 8. You can call it 8 or 1 because it's pretty much the same thing. C to D is second, C to E is third, C to F is fourth, C to G is fifth, C to A is sixth, C to B is seventh, and C to C is octave or eighth. When the letter names go up, the number goes up too. So C to D is second, C to E is third, because this one is third from this letter name. So if you count from C, everything is easy, third, fourth, fifth. But what about counting from this one to this one, like E to G? What is it? E to G, the answer is minor third, but easy way to count is that, okay, always count from the lower pitch to higher pitch. So this is E. So you just count up E, F, G. So 1, 2, 3. So G is the third note from E. So that's third. And some of you might wondering what are perfect fifth or major third or minor third. Okay, so those are major, minor, perfect, and so on are called quality of the intervals. We can talk about that in part 2 because it's a little bit complicated. So for this session, I'd like to stick to the the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and octave. Pretty easy, because you just count the letter name from the lower one to higher one, and find how many letters you went up. So F to B is 1, 2, 3, 4. B is fourth letter counted from F, so that's fourth, and so on. So if you play from this note A, and if you play D, A and D, even the musically it goes down, you still count from the lower pitch. So if you are asked, oh, what's the distance, what's the interval here, and you count from D to A, so count up. This is the first letter, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, fifth letter. Okay, that's fifth. D to A is fifth. So that's how you count. So you can count any intervals out of the scale. So this way of counting interval depends on the scale or key. So okay, what if it's a G major? Okay, now it starts from G. So there's F sharp, because here's F sharp, and that should be F sharp. But still same thing, you just count the same way. Okay, what is the distance between A to C here, right? A to C, these two. You just count from here to here. First letter, second letter, third letter. C is the third letter counted from A, so it's third, it's a third. A to C, the third. So if you have questions, please write in the comments and I'll check them out, and we'll see you on the part 2 when we talk about the quality of the interval, major, minor, and perfect, and there's gonna be diminish and augment.